If I go outside, and sometimes I paint outside, particularly in Cornwall, and somebody comes up to you and they go, "Oh, how lovely, that must be very relaxing." And I go, "No, no, it is not relaxing. It's a battle from the beginning to the end." Whether it's a bit like trying to do a jigsaw puzzle and you don't know where all the pieces are. You can see them all in front of you, but you've got to somehow assemble them all together, and you never know whether you're finished or not. And I've also always been told that if you've done a really good bit in a painting early on, scrub it off and do it again. Otherwise you'll just leave that bit there and the rest of the picture will radiate from that. I think the biggest step was much later, when I sort of at college, going through my Warhol days, leaving all that behind and starting to paint again. And it was, well, what subject should I do? Well, we lived in the countryside and we had horses, and there's a very, very famous horse painter called A.J. Munnings. He had a verve and a spontaneity and an amazing use of colour and slickness of style, which I loved, and I unashamedly used to copy him. And there's a few at home. There's one 8 foot by 6 foot, which is a massive Munnings of a grey horse, that if you didn't know, you'd go, wow, that's a Munnings. And then as I started to find my own subjects, I found that there was somebody out there whose name was Ruskin Spear, whose name rang a bell with me, who painted London and painted pubs in London and painted views of Hammersmith and London street scenes. And I suddenly recalled that when I did my first year at college at Hammersmith, we had life drawing. Never done that before. I was 16, 17. Life drawing, very scary. And the first evening I went to the life drawing class, and it was huge, and there was about 30 students in there and this model sitting over there. So I shuffled, sat myself at the back, and so I wasn't too close to this naked woman. And I was sitting there with my board, and all of a sudden the tutor leant over me and he said, looked at what I was doing, he went, "Come with me." And he led me right to the front, chair there, as close as I am to you, if not even closer. And he said to me, "You can't draw what you can't see." So I did this huge first drawing of this bottom, because that's all I could see in front of me. Anyway, this man was Ruskin Spear. So even though I had no idea at the time, he actually made a huge dent in my beginning of my career.